I bought a coffin for my mother before she died. Pastor Enoch Adeboye narrates. The General Overseer of the Redeemed Christian Church of God, RCCG, Pastor Enoch Adeboye, has today narrated an interesting story of how he bought a coffin for his mother, even when she was still alive, saying he does not fear death. Many people may not believe this, but the man of God explained that it was his late mother that demanded for the coffin. Isn't that surprising? I was told people do buy portion in cemetery for their graves, but this is the first time I heard that a mother called her son to buy her a coffin with which she would be buried. According to Pastor Adeboye, the late mother was interested in seeing the type of coffin he would use to bury her when she died. The man of God said his mother also requested for a burial dress that was as beautiful as a wedding gown. That's what she wanted to be dressed with inside a coffin. During today's Sunday service, the man of God said he got his mother a nice coffin and hired one of his daughters to make her a dress like a wedding gown. He said the coffin was the type that could be opened by the side. Adeboye narrated that when the coffin was delivered, the late mother lay inside it and said, "This is perfect. I am ready at any time." That was how Pastor Adeboye said he stopped fearing death. Adeboye said nobody can die unless his day comes, adding that when the day comes, nothing can stop it. He said a true child of God who dies will be married by the great bridegroom, saying there is nothing to fear in death. When my mother called me and said, "The way you are going, you are not likely to be around when I die. So I want you to do something for me. I want to see the coffin you are going to use to bury me. I want to see the dress I am wearing." She described to me, "You must make the dress like that of someone that is about to be married." So we built a very nice coffin. We got one of my daughters to measure her and made her a wedding dress. She put the wedding dress on and said, "It is very good and perfect." The coffin was made is the type you can open from the side. So we opened the side. She lay down in the coffin and said, "I am ready at any time." From that day onward, I lost my fear for death. A true child of God knows that when she leaves this world, she is going into a wedding. She is going to be married to the great bridegroom. It is nothing to fear. You can't die until your day comes. And when your day comes, nothing can stop you. So there is nothing to fear in death because your bridegroom has the keys of death. Thank you for listening to this news. Hmm, what a pathetic story and very touching. Um, well, what am I going to say? Pastor Deboye, in fact, you have you have uplifted the spirit of so many. Why I know that so many will still be upset with your action, but personally, I would say you have actually passed a message of hope. You see, one one with God is majority, and one that have faith in God need not to fear death, because he knows where he is going to be his end place. If you know where you are going to end up, then you will not fear death. And that is why we are advised to live a good life. Anyone that has a good relationship with God, anyone who has examined himself thoroughly, studied himself, observed himself, will know that yes, he is fit to go at any time. And that is what happened to the mother of Pastor Adeboye. She believed so much in God. She have that faith that she has completed the work that God has assigned to her. She have that faith that even when she dies, she is going to be with God in heaven. She believe passing out and living up there in heaven. And that is why she was not even afraid. Instead, she was even hoping and believing that death can come at any time. So with this, I will say that Pastor Enoch Adeboye has actually passed a message to us. That is a message of hope, a message of love, a message of confidence. He is telling us that we have nothing to be afraid of. Death is inevitable. You cannot you cannot turn it down. It can come at any time. The only thing you need to do is just have that faith in God, believe in Him, have trust in Him, and then death will find its way, even when it comes. So, my viewers, why don't we just understand the angle Pastor Enoch Adeboye is going? Because to me, I don't think he's actually putting any fear in us or making us to start praying for death. He never did such. He is only building a, a tabernacle of faith in us. He is building a home of faith in us. He's making us believe that yes, Jesus is alive. So that we have nothing to be afraid of. If you believe in Jesus, death will be a forgotten thing. The mother passed out because have the faith to pass out because she believed that she's going to end up with Jesus. You can see how she made her request known to the son, and the son did as instructed. So we as Christians, we have nothing to worry about. As Christians, we should remain fearless. We should remain faithless. We should believe in God. We should have trust in God and believe that He alone can do it. So why don't we just build that faith why don't we just accept that faith that has just been built into us by Pastor Enoch Adeboye? Because I know the reason he narrated this story. Because I know why he narrated this story. This period of COVID-19, so many people are afraid, running helter skelter, don't want to have anything to do with anyone because they are afraid of death. My friend, death can come and it will come at any time. So, my viewers, what is your comment based on what Pastor Enoch Adeboye has said? Don't forget to leave them behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as bell buttons to receive more updates. Thank you.